Have you ever noticed how often you promise yourself that tomorrow will be different? Tomorrow you'll wake up early. Tomorrow you'll start exercising. Tomorrow you'll stop wasting time. Tomorrow you'll finally focus on your goals. But somehow, tomorrow keeps becoming another today. And after enough broken promises, something even more painful happens. You don't just lose progress, you start losing trust in yourself. If that sounds familiar, this video isn't here to make you feel guilty. It's here to help you understand why it happens, and more importantly, how to become the person you've been promising yourself you'll be. Because real transformation doesn't begin when you feel motivated. It begins when you change the way you see yourself. Every day, your brain is collecting evidence about who you are. If you keep saying, "I'll do it later," your brain quietly starts believing, "I'm someone who doesn't follow through." If you skip your workout, delay your work, or ignore your plans once, it may not seem important, but repeated enough times, those actions become part of your identity. This is why change feels so hard. You're not just trying to build new habits, you're trying to convince your brain that you're becoming a different person. And most people don't realize this. They spend all their energy changing their schedule instead of changing their self-image. Think about someone who sees themselves as a reader. They don't wake up every morning debating whether they should read. Reading is simply part of who they are. The same is true for disciplined people. They don't rely on constant motivation. They act because their identity supports their behavior. So here's an important question. When you imagine your future self, what kind of person do you see? Confident? Focused? Reliable? Healthy? Now ask yourself something even more important. What evidence are you giving yourself today that this person already exists? Because identity isn't built by dreams, it's built by repeated actions. But here's where most people get stuck. They believe they need a huge life change to become someone new. A perfect Monday, a new planner, a new year, a fresh start. The problem is that waiting for the perfect moment often becomes another form of procrastination. Your brain loves comfort. It would rather keep today's familiar routine than face tomorrow's uncertainty. That's not weakness. It's simply how human behavior works. The brain is designed to save energy. Big changes feel risky. Small changes feel safe. That's why the smallest actions often create the biggest transformations over time. Imagine placing one brick every single day. One brick doesn't look impressive, but after months you've built an entire house. Your habits work the same way. Every action is a vote for the person you're becoming. Read one page. That's one vote. Take a short walk. Another vote. Finish one difficult task before checking your phone. Another vote. No single action changes your life overnight, but together, they change who you believe you are. And once your identity changes, your behavior becomes easier to maintain. There's another hidden reason people stay stuck. They expect discipline to feel exciting. It rarely does. Most meaningful progress feels ordinary. The people who achieve long-term success don't win because every day feels inspiring. They win because they've stopped negotiating with themselves. When it's time to work, they begin. When it's time to exercise, they move. When it's time to sleep, they rest. Not because they always feel like it, but because they've reduced the number of decisions they have to make. This matters more than most people realize. Every decision drains mental energy. Psychologists often describe this as decision fatigue. The more choices you make throughout the day, the harder it becomes to make good ones later. That's why successful routines are powerful. They remove unnecessary thinking. Instead of asking yourself, "Should I study today?" your routine answers the question for you. Instead of wondering if you should exercise, it's already scheduled. The less you negotiate, the more consistent you become, and consistency builds confidence, not the other way around. Many people wait until they feel confident before taking action, but confidence is usually the result of keeping promises to yourself. Every promise you keep sends a message. I can trust myself. That trust grows one action at a time. But what most people don't realize is that one habit can quietly destroy this trust. Constantly breaking tiny promises. You say you'll wake up at 7, you hit snooze. You promise to study for 30 minutes, you scroll for an hour. These moments seem small, but your brain remembers them. It starts expecting you to quit. Fortunately, the opposite is also true. Every small promise you keep rebuilds your self-respect. Start with promises that are almost impossible to fail. Read for 5 minutes. Walk for 10 minutes. Write 1 paragraph. Clean 1 corner of your room. The goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal is to become someone who follows through. Because the person you're trying to become isn't created by one massive breakthrough. They're created by hundreds of ordinary moments that nobody else sees. There's one more mistake that keeps people trapped: comparing their beginning to someone else's middle. Social media makes success look fast, but you're usually seeing the highlight, not the years of quiet effort behind it. Growth isn't supposed to look dramatic every day. Some days you'll feel motivated. Other days you'll feel tired. Some weeks will be productive. Others won't. That doesn't mean you failed. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about returning after you drift. Every time you come back, you're strengthening the identity of someone who refuses to quit. That's far more valuable than never making mistakes. So, if you've been waiting to magically become a different person, remember this: you don't become someone new by waiting. You become someone new by acting like them in small ways today. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, today. Because every choice is teaching your brain who you are. Every habit is shaping your future identity. And every promise you keep is another reason to believe in yourself. Years from now, people may look at your success and assume you changed overnight. But you'll know the truth. It happened one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one promise at a time, and eventually one identity at a time. So before you leave this video, ask yourself one simple question. What's one small promise you can keep today? Not tomorrow, today. Start there. Keep that promise. Then keep another. Because the person you keep promising yourself you'll become isn't waiting somewhere in the future. You're building that person with every choice you make right now. If this message connected with you, I'd love to hear from you. What habit are you struggling with the most right now? Which part of this video spoke to you the most? And where are you watching from? Remember, lasting change doesn't begin with a perfect day. It begins with one promise kept, and the decision to become someone you can trust.